James says that Tesla needs Germany sales to grow to reach volume objectives in 2024. Germany was probably the biggest disappointment in 2023. I think James is speaking specifically about Europe. But it's not like it was in Tesla's control whether Germany was to enter a recession or not. In life, sometimes you just have circumstances that go against you and you just have to roll with the punches. But sometime in the next few years, I believe very strongly that we will see headlines, so Germany beats all of the expectations. It will probably happen when Tesla releases the next generation vehicle. I personally actually believe that luck is a critical element of success. I think everyone gets unlucky and lucky, but if you do not have the skills to take advantage of the luck that you get, it always seems that you only have bad luck. But how about your skills? Are your skills good? Are you actually capable? And speaking of skills and being prepared, Tesla still grew 57% in Europe in 2023 year over year, despite having such low sales, relatively speaking, in Germany. That's because Tesla put in the work. Tesla is not just relying on luck. Tesla has the world's best-selling vehicle now, because I believe it's the world's best vehicle. If you worked hard on being world-class, it's really difficult not to be very successful. Now, Tesla is cutting prices further in Europe and specifically here in Germany by a substantial amount, by as much as 5,000 euros. But remember that Tesla was benefiting from a pretty substantial subsidy in Germany, which just expired last month. So I think this is only really unexpected to those that did not follow that development in Germany. Because if you remember, when Tesla lost that subsidy last month, Tesla actually basically subsidized the vehicle price. And now naturally Tesla just simply is continuing that this year. So while technically it is a price cut, the price is not really getting cheaper for the consumer because you are no longer getting that subsidy from the government. So while Tesla bears will make this a big story, this particular price cut in Germany, I don't see it as major news. However, Tesla did cut Model Y prices by 49% across several Europe countries, so that's not just Germany. Model 3 prices, though, were unchanged, which just goes to show you how well the refreshed Model 3 is received in Europe. We estimate that Model Y accounts for just 11% of Tesla's volume, says Gary. We expect European inventory discounts to be cut by about the same amount, at least for the time being. So is this a real price cut? Not really, unless Tesla adds new inventory discounts, which I would not really be surprised to see because Tesla usually does that, especially at the end of the quarter. We estimate that 2024 earnings will be impacted by 15 cents per share because of this price cut, says Gary. As such, we reduce our Tesla's earnings estimates to $3.75 from $3.90. Gary continues and says, in our opinion, Tesla's management still does not see that cutting configurator prices and inventory discounts by the same amount is value destructive, since it merely accelerates orders from future periods. In essence, Tesla is training its customers to wait for a deal. That last part here, I do agree. If you do follow Tesla, you are definitely waiting for inventory discounts, unless you're just not patient at all. For example, one of my friends was actually buying a Tesla a little while ago, and I told my friend, just wait till the end of the quarter and then buy a Tesla. I saved some money for my friend, so I was pretty happy about that. In essence, Tesla is training its customers to wait for a deal. Again, in our opinion, Tesla's management needs to use other levers in its marketing toolkit, for example, mass communications that accelerate EV adoption to drive volumes. Every European auto manufacturer is likely to follow these price cuts, so we assume zero incremental volume growth. But now that the prices have come down so much, before, when Tesla cut prices initially, it wouldn't really do all that much to other EV automakers, because let's say they were hoping that eventually, okay, we're gonna make 10% in terms of profit margins once we scale up a little bit. But now they're looking at Tesla cutting prices over and over and over again, and now their old projections say, oh, if we keep scaling like this, previously we thought we would make 10%, but now, because of the price cuts, we would need to do price cuts too. So that 10% is now 5%, 3%, 0%, minus 5% maybe? So I don't think it's as black and white as Gary says it is. I think Tesla is just simply following a different strategy. Each additional price cut hurts the competition exponentially more. It also seems that 0% financing and leasing for all Model Y variants started in Germany. Leasing is also at 0%. And generally, James does agree with Gary's take. Electric writes that Tesla joins VW and BYD in cutting prices in Germany. I'm not quite sure it is entirely fair to say that Tesla is basically cutting prices because Volkswagen or BYD cut prices because Tesla did start the price war first. So it's more like Volkswagen and BMW are just trying to catch up to Tesla. But if you are not really making money, how much can you drop these prices? Tesla is still making money, so Tesla can still cut prices. I don't think there's anyone else that's positioned as well as Tesla to play this game as long and as well as Tesla. As far as specific markets where Tesla cut prices in Europe would include Germany, France, Norway, and we would also have to include Dutch customers. It does not seem that every single country is affected, but the most important ones are. Now, Tesla also did cut prices in China earlier, and this seems to be a result of that in one Tesla showroom, but we need to wait until the delivery numbers come out from China next week for actual tangible results. It is nice to see a line, but this is a bit more subjective. Ooh, we have some photos of, well, these are unconfirmed, but supposedly it's the refreshed Model 3 Performance or Plaid. The seats do look a bit different, so I expect more changes. These look just like the Model S Plaid sports seat that Tesla accidentally leaked in the service manual. Here are a few more other expected changes. Updated motor, updated brakes, redesigned rear spoiler, new exclusive wheel design, sports seating, which we just saw, even better air suspension compared to baseline Model 3. I like that. And supposedly there are 4 other notable hardware changes that this account cannot share yet. Sometimes this account has some insider sources, so it's likely that it's the case. The only part where I might be a bit skeptical is how notable these changes are going to be. And of course, I would expect to see these changes in the new Model Y later too.